Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Zayn, and I represent the unified World Heavyweight Champion, the Almighty Sheik. This is my cell phone, and this is the sound of no phone calls, no email alerts, no text messages from anyone in the APW locker room at all, ever, for the last 2 weeks. All right? It was 2 weeks ago that I laid out the open challenge and challenged anyone in the locker room to face the glory, face the violence that is the Almighty Sheik. But 2 weeks have passed and not a peep from anyone in the back. And I am dumbfounded. I am shocked at this revelation. You see, when I chose APW to bring the Sheik and have him bring his unique brand of violence to APW, I chose this organization because I was always under the impression that APW stood for no fear and no limits. But now I'm under the impression, I've come to the conclusion, that it really stands for no guts and no spine. It is my belief that the roster at APW, and for that matter, the fans who support the roster at APW, are nothing but a bunch of heartless cowards. You are all afraid of what the Almighty Sheik can and will do to you. But you know what? Whether or not someone accepts the open challenge makes no difference to the old Z-Man, because I and the Almighty Sheik are coming to All Pro Wrestling, whether you like it or not. And if the lack of response to the open challenge is any indication, then taking over APW is going to be a lot easier than I thought.
I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
APW faithful, welcome to another exciting edition of All Pro Wrestling Gym Boys.
I am Matthew Theall, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, with my broadcast lackey, JJ Purdom.
And we've got huge one-on-one action to start off Gym Wars this week. Hangman Dalton Frost takes on Jeckles from the Carniville of Shadows.
This is going to be an intense, hard-hitting opening contest for this week's Gym Wars, and I cannot wait to view it.
We've also got the APW Vendetta Pro Unified Tag Team Championship on the line as the champion Suke take on Shane West and Matt Carlos.
First of two huge championship matches on today's Gym Wars. The Unified Tag Team Championship is on the line, and you got to think that this might be one of the last opportunities for the team of Shane West and Matt Carlos. They better pull it off this time.
And in the main event, the Universal Heavyweight Championship on the line, Matthew, the challenger in his first opportunity after attacking Tim Thatcher, he gets his shot for the APW Universal title against the British Messiah.
Timothy Thatcher proving that he's not anybody to back down from any challenge in any way, shape, or form. He puts the belt on the line in the main event today on Gym Wars.
And we are starting off one-on-one with the Carniville of Shadows, Jeckles, taking on Hangman Dalton Frost.
This is going to be one hard-hitting, brutal match, a fight, if you will.
Anytime you get one of these two men, it's not a wrestling match, it's a fight.
Making his way to the ring first, with darkness, from Carniville, weighing 240 pounds, he is a member of the Carniville of Shadows, Jeckles.
Jeckles, of course, accompanied to the ring by Darkness, who I believe you've been linked to romantically in several newspapers. And
don't believe what you read in the National Enquirer. It's not true.
Well, these people, I don't want to say man and woman, but these people in the Carniville Shadows are some of the most sadistic, twisted, weird people I've ever met in my entire life. You can't even hold a conversation with them. And honestly, the two of them scare me.
All Jeckles does is laugh at you, and all Darkness does is scream in your face.
Sounds just like my ex-wife.
Oh. That's uncomfortable.
I'm talking about the laughing and the screaming.
Yeah, I understand.
Well,
just look at Jeckles. What is he looking for? He's just exploring the ring. I mean, I'm not sure what he thinks will be any different this time than every time he stepped into the All Pro Wrestling ring.
Well, what he's going to find in the ring is competition from one monster of a man in the Hangman Dalton Frost.
You know, it has been a little while since Jeckles has stepped into the ring with somebody the caliber of Dalton Frost.
And his opponent making his way to the ring from Cold County, Texas, weighing 295 pounds, the Texas Hangman, Dalton Frost.
Hangman Dalton Frost going one-on-one against Jeckles. Anytime you sign on the dotted line to face this man, you are going to be in a huge fight.
And if anybody's going to bring the fight to Dalton Frost the way that he wants it, it's going to be Jeckles.
This is one of the biggest one-on-one confrontations we've had on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars in quite some time. Two of the heavy hitters on the APW roster, Matthew.
I can't wait to see it. I mean, I can't wait for Dalton Frost to take his chaps off so we can finally get to this match.
Well, you know, it takes a little bit of time sometimes to take your chaps off.
Yeah, sure. All right, Frost. Maybe he needs a manager in there to help him out.
Okay, obviously you're going to invite him to procure your services, I'm sure.
Well, the All-Stars would benefit from somebody like Dalton Frost.
Absolutely, and your pocketbook would as well with a 40% gratuitous, I'm sure.
That's a little low. Jeckles, staring, looking around the ring. Does he know that he's about to wrestle a match?
You know, you don't know what exactly is going on in the head of Jeckles. Look at that sadistic smile. He just looks happy. And the referee, Sparky Ballard, trying to get this match to start.
He's threatening Jeckles with a count out. If he gets, I don't know if he's going for 5 or 10, but if he gets there, look at this though.
These two men evenly matched in size and strength, and that's hard to say. Not many men are of the same size as Dalton Frost, but Jeckles is just about the same size. Here we go. We're having the referee, Sparky Ballard, check
Jeckles for weapons. He should probably check Darkness for weapons too. Maybe take a look at that baby doll, see if its head is loaded with lead. Something.
I think Darkness is a weapon, let me tell you. She is a very scary lady. Lady is a relative term. All right, APW faithful, we're about ready to start our opening contest this week on Gym Wars. A little jaw-jacking right now from Dalton Frost, Hangman.
Dalton Frost is not afraid of Jeckles. Jeckles is very famous for those mind games that Dalton Frost does not fall for.
These two bulls locking horns, collar and elbow tie-up. Who's going to get the better of the exchange? Dalton Frost maybe has a little bit of the weight advantage and an even break.
Just look at these two behemoths of men. They make the ring look microscopic.
Again, locking horns in the center of the ring. Jeckles, a former APW Universal Champion on a couple of occasions, and now rolling to the outside. And this is where a fight is bound to take place. Here we go.
It didn't take long to take it out to the war zone, did it?
And a knee to the midsection, and a clubbing forearm shot right across the back by Jeckles.
Huge right fist just to the face of Dalton Frost, clubbing forearms to the back. I mean, early on, Jeckles showing his dominance, but Dalton Frost not giving up.
Oh, and a big forearm after those clubbing blows to the midsection. Again, we told you it wasn't going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a fight.
Dalton Frost, though, taking his eye off the prize momentarily. And it's costing him.
Never a smart move when you're around the Jeckles. That shoulder tackle taking Dalton Frost off the apron. It's going to give a momentary break. No, Jeckles not going to take the break.
No, Jeckles is in it for the long run. He's ready to rip Dalton Frost apart.
Jeckles taking the fight right to Dalton Frost. Driving the head right into the canvas, Matthew.
Jeckles uses that ring as a weapon. It is in play, and Jeckles uses it at every advantage.
And that's exactly the type of wrestling skills that he has employed in gaining himself a couple of championships here at All Pro Wrestling.
Jeckles is a product of the APW boot camp. I'm not sure if we're exactly proud to say such a thing, though.
Well, absolutely we should be proud. Jeckles has performed all over the world, and it's thanks to that amazing training that he's gotten from the APW boot camp. And right now driving that right foot right into the throat of Dalton Frost. Admonishing is Sparky Ballard onto Jeckles. He utilized the entire 5 count right now.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Jeckles has used the ring apron, he's used the turnbuckles, he's used the ropes, he's used darkness as weapons.
Darkness a weapon right now. And Darkness is not a small woman.
No, there's a lot of power behind Darkness, and there's a lot of power behind Jeckles driving that elbow into the sternum.
Look, there's a lot of fight still left in Dalton Frost right now. kicks to the breadbasket and then a big forearm and a forearm of his own from Jeckles.
Just look how much those forearms are rocking Dalton Frost. There's a lot of force behind those.
The immovable force meets the immovable object in Dalton Frost and Jeckles pummeling each other in the center of the ring. Jeckles with a cover. Frost has still got a lot of fight in him, Matthew.
Dalton Frost does need to find his way back to his feet, though, if he wants to stand a chance in this match.
Jeckles is taking it to Dalton Frost like nobody has before.
Forearms back and forth, left and right, clubbing shots to the back, knees well placed in the midsection, and now Jeckles is going for the face.
They're trying to open the maw of Dalton Frost up with those hands. I don't think I've ever seen Dalton Frost ever have anybody take a fight to him like this.
Jeckles he knows exactly what he wants to do with Dalton Frost, and he's following that strategy, absolutely.
Jeckles again goes for the cover and gets a 2 count. Now arguing with Smirky Ballard about the elusive 3 that he was looking for.
I'm a little surprised by that. I think that Jeckles would like the opportunity to continue to punish Dalton Frost, but he's probably afraid of things like this happening.
Exactly. Dalton Frost charges it, and catches a shoulder full of post.
With that thick steel ring post in the corner, that'll separate your shoulder, that'll break a clavicle.
And Jeckles goes right to work on that injury. Driving all of his body weight. Jeckles is a very large man, driving all of his body weight, trying to separate that shoulder. And now driving an elbow right to the heart of Dalton Frost. Jeckles doing whatever it takes right now to try to get a victory.
It's 3 for good measure, I would guess. Jeckles, though, he's starting to get lost in that own little world of his.
And again, going for the cover. Normally, Jeckles doesn't ever act like he's into a victory, but it seems like the quicker he puts Dalton Frost down, the quicker he's able to get to the back.
Well, you need to think and remember that Jeckles does play the mind games with all of APW at every opportunity that he has. And what would that mean if he defeats Dalton Frost at his own game?
Well, that would be a very huge victory to be able to go toe-to-toe with Dalton Frost and elicit a victory. Look at him driving those forearm shots right to the small of the back of Dalton Frost. Jeckles, the former APW Universal Champion.
Dalton Frost, though, with a surprising strikes to the face.
Those back elbows, there's a whole lot of fight still left in this dog. A scoop and a slam to Jeckles. Off the ropes. Ooh, and just drives that boot right into the face. Goes for a cover, Dalton Frost. Only gets a 2 count, Matthew.
Dalton Frost needs to get his head back in the game. He needs to continue to bring that fight to Jeckles.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing, and Dalton Frost not known for high-risk maneuvers.
I wonder what how wise this particular strategy might be.
This is a dangerous area for the big man to be.
Oh, whoa, from the second rope, Dalton Frost.
With a big clothesline, that lariat from the second rope, but not having enough tenacity to make the cover.
I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but it looks like Jeckles might have the advantage.
Able to get his right shoulder up at the last possible moment, Matthew.
Dalton Frost not used to coming off of those ropes, and he may have done more damage to himself in that.
It was hard to see exactly what happened. His head might have collided with Jeckles in center ring. And Jeckles, it's known that he has a very hard head. Look at that, goes for a discus punch.
Dalton Frost going for that Hangman's Lariat. Oh! Whoa!
That roaring discus, and down he goes. Jeckles with the cover, and picks up a victory this week on Gym Wars.
And the winner by pinfall in 6 minutes and 35 seconds, Jeckles!
I've never seen Jeckles win a match without the joke slam. The roaring elbow from nowhere gets the victory. Now he's got a chair.
Well, it takes whatever it takes. Hey, a chair across the back of Dalton Frost. The match is already over. You won, Jeckles. What is the point of this?
He's directing traffic to ringside, sending Darkness out for, I don't know what they have in mind. The microphone. Clearly, Jeckles has something to say.
I don't know if I want to hear it right now, Matthew.
So it appears that there is someone who has been issuing open challenges to anyone and everyone in the APW locker room. And for those of you that do not know what I am talking about, this man claims to be the most violent man in wrestling. And his name is the Almighty Sheik. And he says that he is the most violent man and that no one will stand up to him. Well, Almighty Sheik, I officially accept your open challenge. And you say you're the most violent man. I say I am. So let's play and find out.
The open challenge that has been being issued from Brian Zayn the last few weeks from the Almighty Sheik has officially been answered by Jeckles, Matthew.
Jeckles accepting that open challenge, like you said, Almighty Sheik and Jeckles in the All-Pro Wrestling ring. I can't believe it.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. We are going to take a commercial break. Stay tuned for more Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
APW faithful, we are back with the APW Vendetta Pro Unified Tag Team Championship. Out of control, Matt Carlos and Shane Wild West, the challengers, taking on Suke this week on Gym Wars.
Shane West and Matt Carlos, no strangers to tag team action, especially for that Unified Tag Team Championship itself, but I believe this is the first time that they're going up against the current holders, Suke.
They have been completely successful in tag team action, except when challenging for the Tag Team Championship. They've come up short a few times. One's got to ask, is this going to be the final time that they get an opportunity for the Tag Team Championship? It's hard to know 1 week from the next who the champions are, as it is defended not only in All Pro Wrestling, but in Vendetta Pro. So anybody could be the champions. The title could change hands at any time with so many defenses.
Well, I mean, regardless of who comes out champions in this match, I'm fairly certain in the next few weeks there will be new tag team champions. And they will be Rick Lecter and Damien Brendan.
Well, that'll have to be seen to be believed. Sunami and Kadin Anthony, Suke. Our first opportunity to have them defend the titles against Out of Control Matt Carlos and Shane West. They won the championship from Dos Perfectos in Vendetta Pro not that long ago, and they have been a completely impressive team ever since.
I believe this is the first time that we've seen this particular tag team in this formation, Suke, Sunami, and Kadin Anthony together in the All-Pro Wrestling ring.
And they've got their work cut out for them against such an impressively popular team in West and Carlos. Carlos, of course, a former champion in his own right, the Worldwide Internet Championship. Is this the night that Shane West gets his first taste of championship gold here at APW?
Well, he couldn't ask for a better partner. You did say that he won the Worldwide Internet Championship. Matt Carlos did a number of years ago here in APW. He was also the very first person to hold the Young Lions Cup.
Absolutely, which I believe Perry Von Vicious won one of those like last year.
Perry Von Vicious, 2011 Young Lions Cup champion.
It was inevitable. You were going to bring it up anyway.
Oh, you prompted me.
Well, let's go ahead and take it down to Donovan Troy for the official word on this tag team title match.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the APW Vendetta Pro Unified Tag Team Championship. This match has a 30-minute time limit. Referee for this contest, APW Senior Official, Smirky Valor. Introducing first, the challengers, representing All Pro Wrestling at a combined weight of 416 pounds, the team of Shane Wild West and Out of Control Matt Carlos. opponents, representing Vendetta Pro Wrestling from Pismo Beach, California, weighing in a combined weight of 425 pounds, they are the current and defending APW Vendetta Pro Unified Tag Team Champions, Sunami Kadin Anthony. They are Suka.
The unified APW Vendetta Pro Tag Team Champions, Suke of Sunami and Kadin Anthony, defending the titles here at APW. Of course, they won it not that long ago, Matthew, at the Vendetta Pro show over Dos Perfectos, who, of course, we've seen here at the All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars programs for quite some time.
Some very talented tag teams coming out of Vendetta Pro. They've been the only Vendetta Pro APW tag team champions so far have come from Vendetta Pro Wrestling. So I'm excited to see what Matt Carlos and Shane West can do representing All Pro Wrestling in this, their championship opportunity.
Again, that's the thing with the titles being defended in several territories. Titles could change hands at any time. You just never know with these championships.
I mean, as nice as it would be for Matt Carlos and Shane West to win this championship, I personally would love to see Damian Grundy and Rick Luxury win the championship from whoever wins this match and be recognized as the greatest unified tag team champions of all time. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here.
Of course, you're referencing the opportunity that's happening next week where Damian Grundy and Rick Luxury take on the winners of this match for the Unified Tag Team Championship. And I'm sure you've greased a few palms, Matthew.
Huh?
You greased a few. That's a reference to you paid people off to get this championship opportunity.
I just asked him very nicely, and Commissioner Blackwell is a very, very understanding man. He's a gentle soul.
Since when have you ever asked anybody for anything nicely? Earlier, you came up to me and you said, "Hey, give me $1 for the soda machine," and I was like, well, "Ask nice."
I said, "Give me $1 or I will spit on you." Is what I said.
As opposed to,
and you didn't give me $1 and I spit on you.
It reminds me of my mother.
Oh.
Used to spit on me.
And the match has begun. The bell is rung. Matt Carlos and Sunami starting this off. And, of course, a severe size difference between the two men.
And there you go. The strength advantage shown right away from Sunami. Sunami making huge inroads in his career in the last few years, at one time known as Big Steve.
He started off as the roadie of the Rock of Love, which included Kadin Anthony. And I guess, they made good friends. Never tagged teaming together.
Absolutely, really stepping out into his own in this tag encounter. Since teaming up with Kadin Anthony, he's really taking on a whole new look to his career.
Matt Carlos, though, finding a way to keep Sunami in control for just a moment.
Matt Carlos ducks under, up and over. Oh, with a head scissors, and over goes Sunami.
Now, look at the positioning of Matt Carlos. He sent Sunami over into his own corner. I think that was good.
That's APW boot camp training. Double team, off the ropes. Ooh, and a big drop kick from Carlos.
Shane West, of course, being the legal man. All of these double team moves.
Power bombs his tag partner on top of Sunami. New champ. Oh, no, only a 1 count.
New champions already?
It could have happened. That is what happens with the lightning quick speed of West and Carlos.
Thundering forearm shot to the side of the face of Sunami. It doesn't matter the size of the person. That'll rock you.
Shane is absolutely wild. Reference to his nickname. Up in the air and over. Down he goes with that back body drop from Sunami.
Sunami, though, tagging in Kadin Anthony, the veteran of the team.
Our first opportunity to see Kadin Anthony, the legal man in the ring.
Kadin Anthony already has a number of tag team championship reigns underneath his belt already.
Oh, wow. Crushing blow with that forward
Every
senton.
pound. Oh.
Anthony couldn't hold down Shane Wild West.
Surprised that Kadin Anthony wasn't able to get the 3 count on that one.
The tag team championship is so important, and they've already come up short on a couple of occasions. This really could be our last opportunity for at least a little while if they come up short tonight.
Shane West, though, trying to reverse it into a neck breaker. Kadin a little too wily for him.
Up and over that butterfly into a backbreaker. Goes for the cover. Gets a 2 count. Kadin Anthony stayed right on top of Shane West. And look how close he is to the corner. Matt Carlos wants to make a tag.
Of course, Sparky Ballard making sure that Matt Carlos keeps that hand on that tag rope. Very important in All Pro Wrestling to follow the letter of the law in these tag team matches.
Sunset flip up. Oh, he's over. Back up to a lateral base. Goes for a kick.
Matt Carlos, though, the mat liner out of nowhere.
He had made that blind tag just a moment ago. Matt Carlos, the legal man, drags him back into the center. Goes for the cover. Sunami tries to make the save. Now you see right there the action just lightning fast in this tag team match this week. Nice snap mare.
Snap suplex by Matt Carlos, who's going up to the middle rope.
Oh, flying fist. And again goes for the cover. Carlos really wanting to get that victory. You got that front chancery and another tag. Shane West legal now. He's got 5 seconds to double team.
Get another double team maneuver, but this time Sunami there, tired of the double teaming action, and double elbows to the skulls is good.
The Dusty Rhodes double elbows to the challengers. And now Kadin Anthony with a back elbow. Snap mare and up and over goes Shane West. A clothesline into Carlos and down goes Carlos. He just crumples to the mat.
More just double team action, low drop kick by Kadin Anthony covering the legal man. That's a 2 count.
Right now he just got as much height as what I would imagine you get if you were to throw a drop kick.
That's unthankful.
Kadin Anthony pulling it back up to a lateral base and a European uppercut. The champions are in control right now, Matthew.
You can see that both teams expended a lot of energy there early on in the match, and the pace has definitely slowed down.
Victory roll. Gets himself a 2 count. With this lightning quick action from the challengers and the champions.
You also need to keep in mind how hot it is in the APW garage underneath those lights in the middle of a match.
Absolutely. Oh, nobody home. As he goes to that back high cross body. Kadin Anthony goes for the neck breaker. Nobody home.
Carlos coming up. Could this be the Union landing?
Oh, he pushed out of it at the last moment. Kadin Anthony at least having the presence of mind. Having that ring awareness, it's so important. Oh, it's double clothesline! And both men colliding in the center of the ring.
Kadin Anthony took the brunt of that. He could have a broken rib right now.
He landed very unnaturally. And the challenger, the first one to show a little bit of signs of life.
Carlos, though, crawling to the wrong corner. Shane West is behind him. He doesn't quite seem to realize it.
Oh, it's hard when you're getting battered around that ring awareness that Kadin Anthony has shown. He is literally inches away, and a tag, and in comes Sunami. Oh, and on the other side, Shane West made the tag.
Ooh, flying shoulder tackle, though, by Sunami, another rocketing clothesline.
Sunami showing a whole lot of agility for such a big man.
Whoa, did you see the height that he took Shane West on that?
That spine buster goes for the cover. Oh, and Matthew Carlos. Matt Carlos makes
Matthew Carlos.
No, Matt Carlos. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, whoa.
Tsunami catches him. Ooh. With that suplex, and Shane West back up to his feet. Here comes Tsunami, House of Fire.
Woo.
Oh, he catches a boot right in the face. West off the ropes. Oh! He got it. If he can just make the cover, we can have new champions.
A gigantic blockbuster by Shane West. That was the longest 2 count.
Sparky Balor was not in position right there. That was easily a 3 count.
Yeah, Sparky.
Well, we could have had new champions a moment ago.
Make sure that Sparky Balor doesn't referee my tag team match next week. Whoa.
Oh, Sunami able to catch him. A senton from Kadin Anthony, or swanton.
And that's it.
And Suke are victorious over West and Carlos. They retain this week on Gym Wars.
And the winners of this contest in 6 minutes and 45 seconds, and still APW Vendetta Pro Unified Tag Team Champions, Sunami Sue and Kadin Anthony.
With an impressive victory this week on Gym Wars, Carlos and West, you gotta wonder, is this the end of the road for their championship ambitions? One thinks to hope not.
Well, I do know that it's going to be the end of the road for this particular week. Next week, though, we're going to have a very different result. Suke will not walk away from All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars as the Unified Tag Team Champions. Rick Luxury and Damian Grundy will.
Well, you sound very sure of yourself.
I'm very sure of myself.
But they are on a house of fire right now with this big victory this week on Gym Wars, and they're going in to next week with a W in the win column. They've got the experience as a tag team, which can't say the same for Damien Grundy and Rick Luxury.
You also have the greatest mind in professional wrestling, me, Matthew Theall, and of course the no alternate pink mink Marcus Mack in the corner of the opposing team next week. It's a shoe-in. You can bet on us, and you will win.
Well, you hear right now Matthew Theall very, very sure of himself in next week's Unified Tag Team Championship match. We're going to take a commercial. APW faithful, stay tuned.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
APW faithful, it's time for the TV main event this week on Gym Wars. David Dutra Double D challenging for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship against the British Messiah Timothy Thatcher. Now, I'm sorry to say that it's just me right now. Unfortunately, Matthew Theall took a little break and he hasn't come back into the booth, but that's all right because that means we're going to have some serious professional wrestling commentary right now. Dave Dutra, the challenger, looking very impressive this week in his first opportunity for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship in his young career. He has really sent a message to the champion, the British Messiah, with that attack that he leveled on him not that long ago.
JJ, I'm very frustrated right now. I just got off the phone with Commissioner Blackwell, and he pushed my match back. He pushed my tag team match back. It's not going to be next week. It's going to be 4 weeks from now. It's going to be a month.
Okay, so you made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
Wipe the tears off.
I made a mistake.
Crying.
What? No. Commissioner Blackwell told me that the match was going to be next week, and now he's saying that it's going to be in 4. I don't.
Fine. Can you seriously just be a man? Wipe the tears. We've got a main event, the heavyweight championship, the universal title on the line.
And Double D Dave Dutra.
Yes, Double D Dave Dutra, who not that long ago sent a message to the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
He did beat him down in the middle of the ring. He got on the microphone saying that it is his destiny. He will be the Universal Heavyweight Champion. It's entirely possible.
Dutra absolutely believes every word of what he said. But it's hard to stand up when your opponent is somebody like the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
But you need to remember that Dave Dutra has beaten Timothy Thatcher in a championship match before. He is the one that took the Worldwide Internet Championship from around the waist of Timothy Thatcher.
Holding that victory is a huge boon to the career of Dave Dutra in his quest for that, the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship, and our champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher. The best all-around technical wrestler in APW history.
That's a strong claim, JJ. Do you think Timothy Thatcher can back up those words?
Well, we're going to find out in just a moment in one-on-one action as Dutra challenges Timothy Thatcher for that, the most prestigious championship in all pro wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. This match has a 60-minute time limit. Referee for this contest, APW Senior Official, Sparky Ballard. Introducing first, the challenger from Saratoga, California. Weighing at 202 pounds, he is a graduate of the APW Boot Camp class of 2008 and a former APW Internet Champion, Double D Dave Dutra. And his opponent from London, England, weighing at 16 stone, he is a master of the Thatcher stretch and the current and defending APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
What an amazing response from the APW faithful for the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, Timothy Thatcher.
Timothy Thatcher is such a fighting champion. How long ago did he defend that championship? The last. It's recent.
It was just a couple of weeks ago here at Gym Wars. If you're not paying attention.
I called the match. It was against Adam Thornstowe. Timothy Thatcher was able to squeak away with a victory, and that one isn't going to be successful again this week against Dave Dutra.
We'll have to see to find out. And there you go, the champion. Having to hand the title over to Sparky Ballard.
Dave Dutra looking very festive today.
Well, he's got those San Jose shark pants on. I don't know what that's about.
Oh.
Don't put your hand on the title. You haven't won it yet, Dutra. That's what it's all about, the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. So many amazing stars have come through APW and held that title. Is tonight the night that Dave Dutra, Double D?
I don't know. It's entirely it's really hard to say. Again, Dave Dutra does hold a victory in championship competition against Timothy Thatcher, but that was a number of years ago. Both of them are very different wrestlers today than they were, I believe, how long ago? Was it 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago, and both men have really grown as competitors since then. Timothy Thatcher really taking over the top spot here at APW. And both men feeling each other out right now. Double D Dave Dutra holds that victory, like Matthew Theall was mentioning moments ago, for the Worldwide Internet Championship. But it's a whole different character for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Now, an entire year in the All Pro Wrestling Boot Camp is spent on amateur wrestling, on chain wrestling, on holds, on counters. And you have to believe that Dave Dutra is going to be able to use those skills that he learned at the APW Boot Camp to combat and compete against Timothy Thatcher.
Little known fact, 2 years is what it takes to graduate from the All Pro Wrestling Boot Camp. Dave Dutra did it in 1.
Very impressive accolade.
Absolutely. That's one little bit of bragging rights that Dave Dutra can claim that no one else can. And trust me, I've heard it from him many times.
Yeah, if you did it, you would say it often too.
I'm not saying that I couldn't. I mean, I'm perfectly capable of doing it. Maybe I've got a couple of extra pounds. Like I could.
Nice rolling through by Dave Dutra, trying to get that advantage. Able to reverse it, but Timothy Thatcher's right there again. Knocking Dave Dutra off balance.
Those amazing neck bridges from Dave Dutra. And just up and over he goes for that wrist lock. And Dutra back up to his feet.
A couple of well-placed feet into the face of Timothy Thatcher is enough to break the hold.
The champion might have knocked out the other few teeth that he has in his mouth.
Timothy Thatcher has a full set of teeth in his mouth. See?
He was checking for one of them perhaps being loose.
The APW faithful, not fans of Dave Dutra.
No, absolutely not. It was only a couple of years ago that Dave Dutra was one of the most popular stars here at APW.
And then he realized that wasn't going to get him anywhere, and now he's in the Universal Heavyweight Championship match.
Interesting way to look at it. I mean, you're kind of one of those half-glass full kind of guys, huh?
Absolutely. I'm very much an optimist.
Forearm from Dave Dutra, the challenger. You know, you've got to wonder if you really want to stand toe-to-toe trading forearms with the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
Just look at the height advantage of Timothy Thatcher as well. He's got a good 4 inches on Dave Dutra.
Absolutely. And those forearms having their effect. Oh, a big European uppercut just takes Dutra off his feet.
Just
slapping his
face.
What disrespect to the Universal Heavyweight Champion.
And all you're going to do is make Timothy Thatcher angry. And when Thatcher's angry, he wants to headbutt you and then break your bones.
A headbutt from the hood. Oh, he's having trouble staying up on his feet. He might have done a little damage there to himself. And whenever you do something like that, it's a last-ditch effort, and you're going to do damage to your own body.
A powerful shot by both Dave Dutra and Timothy Thatcher there on the outside of the ring. And another just European uppercut that just whiplashes your entire...
Thatcher just rocking him on the outside, and then a big chop. And I don't know if you can hear through the microphones, APW faithful, but you can actually hear the flesh sizzle on the chest of these two men as they're slapping each other.
Oh, innovative way to lead into a European uppercut.
Well, of course, that's that British training that Timothy Thatcher in his several tours of the United Kingdom as of late, learning some of those really different ways of applying European uppercuts. He's trained with some of the best that England has to offer.
Ooh, huge chop to the outside.
Did you really just woo?
I wooed a
Was that
little.
accidental?
And both of these men need to be mindful of the count. Sparky getting a little high on it. Really. Oh, Sparky at 7. This count needs to break or we might end in a double DQ.
Thatcher able to roll in the ring and break the count right after having pulled Dave Dutra into that post. And the damage has been done to the shoulder.
That's exactly the target that Timothy Thatcher always goes for, is that shoulder. Dave Dutra quick kicking out of that pinfall attempt, but now that shoulder is weakened, and of course Timothy Thatcher is going to zero in on that and go for that Thatcher stretch. See if he can retain the championship.
Thatcher absolutely like a shark to blood whenever he gets into the ring with an opponent and the championships on the line.
As devastating as those European uppercuts are, you gotta wonder if Dave Dutra is eventually going to counter one of those with the oh my!
Oh, Dutra!
Whoa! Speaking of counters, out of nowhere,
Dutra scouted that one. Oh, it gets a 2 count. Obviously, Dutra has been watching the tape and watching weekly, watching Gym Wars, and scouting the champion.
Elbow to the back of the head to the champion from the challenger, Dave Dutra. Another one for good measure.
And Double D Dave Dutra, the swinging neck breaker. The challenger quickly goes right for the cover. Great point of the leg, and a 2 count.
Dave Dutra needs to stay focused. Well-placed kick to the back of the head.
That focus is what's going to earn him that championship. It's very easy to get hot-blooded and make mistakes. Dutra just really wrenching on the neck of the champion. We're going to take a commercial. Stay tuned.
5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396 or visit us at www.allprowrestling.net.
APW faithful, we're back here in the TV main event this week on Gym Wars. Dave Dutra getting his opportunity against the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
Dave Dutra struggling to keep this headlock on.
Well, Thatcher utilizing his every muscle in his body to try to hold on to that championship. Oh, and a back suplex. Dutra, the last-ditch effort to try to wrest that title away from the champion. Jeff Nelson's him over. Cover.
And you can see that Dave Dutra is having a lot of trouble controlling the body of Timothy Thatcher.
He tried to use his left arm to hold the face down of the champion to try to hold him down for that 3 seconds.
With those,
That head scissors right now from the challenger Dave Dutra, trying to lock away the oxygen supply to the head of the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
It's a sleeper hold with your legs, and it's very effective. You're blocking the blood supply to the brain. You're also blocking the air supply to the lungs with this. But Thatcher bridging out of it.
Beautifully done from the champion.
Oh, right into a submission hold of his own, that camel clutch, and Dave Dutra has nowhere to go.
And he has got him in a perfect position in the center of the ring. But look at Dutra trying to fight out of it.
Trying to fight out of it, and Timothy Thatcher now going for that Thatcher stretch. Dutra luckily able to grab that bottom rope to break the hold.
Dutra grabbing the rope in the fetal position, just looking completely scared that his championship opportunity was passing him by.
And another huge European uppercut.
And the champion with the wrist lock takeover. Oh, dragging the shoulder again.
Dutra trying to counter it, but not successful. Thatcher using that strength advantage, that 4 inches of height that he has against Dave Dutra.
Thatcher with a cover. 2 count. Thatcher might have done some damage to himself on that exchange a moment ago. You saw him holding himself
Yeah, but not as much as Dave Dutra's holding his left arm. That shoulder is got to be just shooting pain throughout his entire body.
Dutra's left arm was absolutely hanging a moment ago. He might have already separated it. And that could have been the difference maker in securing a victory for the champion tonight. Off the rope, stuck on a clothesline. Dutra, right in the center of the ring. That knee might have caught Thatcher right in the mouth. Cover, 2.
2 count. Timothy Thatcher kicking out with authority.
Thatcher's still in this thing. Don't count the champion out. We've seen him in precarious positions many times, but it seems like nobody's got the heart that the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion does.
Dutra taking valuable time, though. Kick to the back of the head of Thatcher.
Right now, Dutra just being a little too cocky in his approach to the champion. He's got to stay right on top of him and keep going for covers, but instead he's showboating a little bit too much.
Another chop right there in the corner.
And just follows him right to the other corner, not giving the champion even a moment, just staying on top of him. And the challenger, Irish whip Dutra, reversal from Thatcher into the opposite turnbuckle. And he catches 2 boots right in the mouth. Up in the air.
Whoa, those knees driving right into the shoulder of Dutra. What a counter by the champion, Timothy Thatcher.
Matthew Theall, I think that Dave Dutra's chances at getting the championship are getting very slim right now. That shoulder has taken a lot of punishment.
That shoulder being injured at this point definitely gives Timothy Thatcher the advantage of in this match. You can slap on that Thatcher stretch and get a submission victory. Plus, it takes a lot of power away from the double DT. Plus the other move that Dave Dutra uses, the double or nothing.
Well, you've got to admire the heart of the challenger. Dutra is right back into the fight, right back into the swing of things. That left arm still dangling, and he's right in there with the chops. But you're not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with the champion. European uppercut takes Dutra down.
Dave Dutra staggering, could barely catch his breath. Timothy Thatcher coming at him from all angles.
Running European uppercut, and then follows it up with a clothesline. Cover from the champion, 2, and a kick out. And that was actually a very powerful kick out. I'm very surprised that Dutra was able to kick out with such authority.
Well, Dutra did need to use all the strength that he had at that. Thatcher had folded him in half with that hook leg. Dave Dutra out of nowhere trying to go for that double or nothing. He hits it.
That could be it. Do we have a new champion? 2, and oh man! How exactly was Timothy Thatcher able to get out, Matthew?
Somehow, someway, Timothy Thatcher found the ability to kick out. I can't answer that.
Just like in Jurassic Park, he found a way to be able to get out. And Dave Dutra, right now, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for this challenger.
What a reference.
I like movies. Dave Dutra going up top. Dave Dutra is, no, Thatcher up and catches him.
Another European uppercut.
And here comes the champion.
They're going for that London, Tower of London? I don't know what it's called.
And he dropped in with the Tower of London. The champion goes for the cover. 1, 2, and they're again, I'm shocked. I can't believe that Dave Dutra was able to kick out right now, Matthew. That's the second time.
They're finding the strength. I don't have an answer for you.
Is that a Jurassic Park reference?
No.
Oh, I'd like more Jurassic Park references.
Timothy Thatcher setting up for something. I'm not sure what it is, but Dutra reverses, sending Timothy Thatcher into the corner with authority.
Look at the pain etched in the face of the champion. Dutra, the challenger, here he comes with a double knee right to the chest of the champion. And now Dutra has got the champ right where he wants him. Oh, just driving him into the mat. And that could have been it. 2.
The arrogant pin. If he had hooked the leg, if he had pinned Timothy Thatcher properly, you gotta believe that he would have won the Universal Heavyweight Championship in that moment.
He's had so much taken out of him, he's not thinking. He's reacting just basically on instinct alone. And look at that instinct is what's getting Timothy Thatcher back up to his feet. The challenger is in control right now. I think he smells championship gold.
He's trying to go for that double DT. Thatcher.
German suplex, beautifully done with a nice bridge. Thatcher able to roll out. Thatcher trying to turn it into the stretch. And he's got it locked in.
Well, that's it. Dave Dutra again has nowhere to go.
Timothy Thatcher has got him right where he wants him. Dave Dutra trying desperately to poke the eyes out of the champion.
If you can't get to the ropes, gouge the eyes. That's a good strategy. I'm going to give him that one.
Apparently learned that from the Matthew Theall rule book. Oh, a kick, and you see the champion is out.
Huge kick to the side of the head. If Dave Dutra can crawl over there, roll Timothy Thatcher over and get that pin. I don't know what Dutra's waiting on, though.
Dutra's arm has been decimated. You see right now he's struggling to breathe and get that win. This has been an incredible contest.
Dave Dutra's making a huge mistake here. Instead of going for the pin of your clearly unconscious opponent, he's putting him in a front chance. I don't know what Dave Dutra's thinking here.
I think a moment ago he was trying to turn him over to no avail. Wait, Thatcher grabbing a hold of the arm, that injured left arm, and Dave Dutra rolling out of it.
Go to double DT.
Double D with the DDT right in the center of the ring. And now he's like that left arm, he couldn't use it right now in order to try to cover the champion. He's having a really hard time turning over the prone body of Timothy Thatcher. 2.
And a kick out by the champion, Timothy Thatcher. Dave Dutra not able to turn Timothy Thatcher over in enough time to pin him while he's knocked out.
Thatcher able to get his shoulder up just literally a second away from losing the coveted Universal Heavyweight Championship. And Dutra just looks completely shocked that he was unable to beat the champion just a second ago. For all intents and purposes, Timothy Thatcher is out of this thing.
What? Dutra here.
Apparently going to go for the stretch of his own.
Thatcher stretch.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, hey, wait, a cradle. 3. Timothy Thatcher retains with the cradle onto Dave Dutra. Dave Dutra's dreams are over tonight. We have still a champion.
The winner by pinfall in 16 minutes and 23 seconds. And still APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, the British Messiah, Timothy Thatcher.
What an incredible victory for Timothy Thatcher, the British Messiah, once again retaining here in the garage at APW Gym Wars. Dave Dutra, sorry, but you just didn't get it done tonight.
From out of nowhere, Timothy Thatcher able to roll up Dave Dutra, retaining the Universal Heavyweight Championship, and you gotta believe that Dave Dutra is not a happy man.
Well, it was Dave Dutra's cockiness that cost him his championship tonight, and that's because he went to try to apply Thatcher's own move on him, only to be rolled up for the 3-count victory for the champ.
And Timothy Thatcher, not quite standing tall, but he is still your APW Universal Heavyweight. And look at that, Adam Thornstowe.
That's the #1 contender for the APW Universal Championship. And it is not too soon in the distant future that we will be seeing these two men one-on-one for the title here in the APW garage. Now you gotta wonder what exactly is Adam doing out here right now. And a handshake between the #1 contender, Adam Thornstowe, and Timothy Thatcher. We look forward to that here. APW faithful, that will be an incredible match, just like tonight's Gym Wars main event. It's been an incredible Gym Wars. We thank you so much for being here. For Matthew Theall, I'm JJ Purdom. We will see you next time. So long, everybody.